Alright guys, and we finally have this stupid thing out. So now we need to work on the connector to try to depin those two blue pins, and there's your light bulb. So welcome back guys to Steven's DIY Auto Repair. Today we're going to be switching out this shifter knob. So there's a lot of like tan brownish in this car. It's kind of annoying, and this is just kind of old. I'm kind of tired of it, so we're going to be changing this out today. So this is going to be, normally I wouldn't make a video on something like this, but there's actually no good videos on YouTube for a Toyota Camry automatic gear shift knob. I've seen some where they tell you got to twist this. The dude had some channel locks or some big pliers, and so he was twisting it off, and he just basically said you just turn turn it to the left and it unscrews. I'm pretty sure that was for a manual. He didn't specify. I didn't really watch the full video, so maybe he did later on, but I just didn't watch it. So there was no videos out about this, so we're gonna do a video on this today. So I'm gonna try to do it, keep it short and as detailed as possible. So right now we have it in neutral. It's gonna be a little bit easier for you to be able to have the gear shifter pulled back, because you're going to need to work on this side of it. We have the brake on, the emergency brake on, so it's not going to go anywhere. So basically what you want to do is you want to come down here. You see there's no screws anywhere on this. So you want to go ahead, and there's this little plastic cover here. You just want to push it down. So when you push it down on this side, it's going to expose two screws. So we're going to go ahead and take those out and pop this off. Now, we might have an issue because this has a second button over here for your overdrive. So what we might end up having to do, we might actually have to take this piece out in order to disconnect that wire. Okay guys, so you just take these two screws out back here. And you should really have something on the brake just in case, for safety reasons. So then you can see, this is what I'm talking about. You have this wire here that's connected down there. So we're going to actually have to take this completely off before we could take this out. So let's go ahead and pop this up. All right, guys. So you're literally just going to actually just pull it up. That's all it is. You could take your trim tool under there, but really all I did was just pulled and it just came right out. So I'm going to warn you, what you're about to see is going to be really bad. So ignore this. It's a very old car. So we're going to have a screw here, a fastener here, and I think that might be it that's holding this in. We'll take this off, maybe. Let's go ahead and take this off. you're gonna have a lot more holding it on. All right, guys, so you could take the button out here, and I mean, if you don't use the overdrive, I don't know if the light will stay on, but you could probably just cut these. I don't know if it's gonna throw a check engine light, but if you just wanted to bypass all this, but we're not gonna do that. So, I mean, we're not gonna have it plugged in, so it might even do it anyway, regardless. But now we're gonna go ahead and take this piece off. So you just wanna take this tray out, and then just pull this out. You want to be careful because you have that. So now we have this. So let's keep on trucking. All right, guys, so I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a hassle. Maybe I could see a separate connector for this, but I have a feeling that it's not a separate connection. It's a whole wiring harness, and this is coming up to it. So what we did was we took our second approach, which was we popped this off, and you got to be careful because it's going to shoot out this spring from the button here. So what we're hoping to do, set this to the side, is now we're hoping to be able to fish this out, and maybe we didn't have to do all that, but it's not even gonna work. Nope, it's still not gonna come out. Okay, guys, so you're gonna see that gold looking fastener. You're gonna have 4 of those on each corner that you're gonna have to get to, and those are gonna be 12mm. So you're gonna crack those loose, and then you're gonna come over here and crack those 2 bolts loose. All right, guys, so once you get those 4 fasteners off, you're gonna just unsnap your cables. They just pop right off from this main housing. Let's see if you can see this. It just pops off. So before we can actually take this whole entire piece out, this thing, there's another fastener there, and there's one over here. You're literally gonna have to take this whole complete thing apart just to remove this. Engineering at its finest, guys. So, I mean, like I said, if you can solder wires back together, and if you just want to take a shortcut, you might just want to snip those wires, which is probably what we might do, but I want to go through this process and see if we can't remove it properly. So I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, and we finally have this stupid thing out. So now we need to work on the connector to try to depin those 2 blue pins, and there's your light bulb. So the way I did this is the light bulb, the little bulb, sits right here, and all you got to do is come from the bottom and just twist it, and it'll pull right down, and then it just kind of, show you guys, it just comes right through here, and then you just pull it up through the top. So now let's try to get this depinned, but before we do, we should try to take one of our 2 aftermarket gear shift knobs and make sure it actually fits on here before we go through any more trouble. All right, guys, so we finally got it depinned. So now we have our light bulb completely separated from that stupid overdrive. So let's see if I can, might be too much light. Let me try it like that. Hold on. Okay, so on your connector here, I kind of eat it up. There's this little locking pin thing on the back. You're just gonna take, you could take, what I did was I took a little pick and kind of picked it up. I was actually assuming it was gonna come all the way out, so I kind of gnawed on it a little bit with some needle nose pliers, but it doesn't come out. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to take, I actually took one of my probes and I went from the inside, and there's these little white tabs that are all the way down there. You're gonna have to pull it open and then pull on the wiring harness at the same time. So once you do that, you get these. So if we ever have to reuse it or whatever the case may be, we can always put it back. We didn't damage the wires or the harness. So now we're just going to go ahead and get all this installed back in. And then I will bring you guys back and hopefully try to show you the gear shift knob. So at this point, you can put any knob now on that you want that will fit. And it's just anytime you want to change it, you're not going to have to go through all this. So my only concern at this point is now that we disconnected the overdrive, I don't know if the overdrive light is going to be on, or I doubt the check engine light's going to be on for that. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I don't know about you, but a different gear shift knob is not worth having a stupid check engine light on. So we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and put this mess back together, and then we'll bring you guys back in order to put the gear shift knob on. So everything that I took off is just reverse order. So it's really hard to try to show you guys this and film at the same time. So we're just going to connect our harnesses back together. We're going to connect our light bulb harness back together. We're going to put the 4 bolts back in. That's going to hold the main gear shifter in. We're going to put all of our, we're going to put our brace back and all the trim. So yeah. Hopefully we'll put it back together and show you guys. Sorry I can't show you putting it back together. I wanted this to be a full-on detailed video. In case you want to change your gear shift knob and you have this stupid overdrive and all this crap on it. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section below and I'll answer those questions. I'm doing the best I can filming it and doing the work, so I'll bring you guys right back. Okay guys, so since we have our 4 main mounting bolts for our gear shift, box here, now we're going to go ahead and put this back on. So remember, it's got the 2 bolts in the side and the 2 bolts on top. So we're going to go ahead and put those on now. So we'll bring you guys right back. So sorry. So you should actually, don't put the 2 top bolts on right now. Put the 2 side bolts on. And then you want to put your plastic trim back before you put those top bolts back on. It's just going to make life easier. So we'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys. So it's like a puzzle. You kind of got to fight it, but once you get it all in place, it fits like a glove. So yeah. So just make sure your rear is going to fit into the front piece in here. And then this all just comes together on top. And it kind of also connects to your gear shift box here. So let's see if I can show you guys a little bit better. So it just all fits right back. So we're going to keep putting it back together and we'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys. So we pretty much got it already all put back together. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but obviously before you put all this back together, make sure you reconnect your gear shifter lever cable back to your gearbox, or you're not going to be able to change gears. So we have two different ones that we're going to put on, or that I'm debating about putting on. So we have this one. It's like a metal one. Push the button and you can shift the gears. So it would go like this, and then you shift the gear. Or I have one similar to the OEM one, which looks like this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll with this one for a while, see how this one works. So it has some a screw here, as well as one here. So basically all you're gonna really do is line it up with the screw hole and screw it in. This one comes with like these like rubber spacers you could put inside if you need to. So I think we have one in there already. But yeah, guys, so basically you're just gonna put it back on. Well, let me see if I can find it here. So you're probably gonna put this back on, and it's gonna look kind of stupid. So anyway, yeah, we'll get it set up and then bring you guys right back. Okay, guys, so you want to go ahead and put all this back together before you put your centerpiece here on. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. So you're just gonna take your centerpiece, slip it right on. Tap it back in place, and you're all set. So like I said, now we're gonna go ahead and get the knob on, and we'll bring you guys right back. Okay, guys, so before we get this all put back together and get that screwed on, we want to make sure you still got your parking brake on and you got your foot firmly on your brake. And we're going to shift through the gears and make sure that we didn't break anything or knock anything loose. So reverse, neutral, drive, second, and low, and then all the way back up. So perfect. So we got it in park. We're gonna go ahead and shut off the key. So the only thing is, we're gonna have this here piece. It's gonna look a little weird, but I don't mind. Like I said, this is my 04 Toyota Camry. It's my beater car. I wanted to change the gear shift knob up. The old one was kind of nasty and stuff, and this one's kind of cool because it's metal. Obviously I got greasy hands, so I could just wipe it off, or aluminum, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get this tightened down. This, if you really wanted to make it flow, you could probably paint it black if you don't care about it, or wrap some black tape or something around it. I mean, or just go get you this didn't come with the an adapter piece like this, so I don't know if it's something you could just buy on the side, or there's multiple ways, but I don't know why you'd want to spend all that money. You could just easily paint it, tape it, or just ignore it, to be honest with you. And I think we're just going to ignore it. So let me tighten this down, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, check it out. So it actually looks better without that plastic piece on the bottom, so I just left it off. It's probably a good idea to keep it on, just so that you don't get food, drinks, or whatever else inside here. But you could probably put a little tape, but I actually like the way it looks without it. So you're not going to be able to use the OEM screw set. So this actually came with like 3 little like Allen wrench screws that screw in there, and they kind of just hold on to the shaft. So it's pretty cool. It ain't going nowhere. So that's pretty cool, guys. I'm actually really happy with that. Turned out to be a pretty cool little gear shift knob. So anyway, guys, I hope this helped. I know I said at the beginning I didn't see no good videos. I'm not knocking anybody's videos. I'm just, for a person that wants to know, I think some of the videos should be a little bit more in depth. I know they get long, but that's just how it is. So I hope this video helped you guys in order to replace your gear shift knob and give you a little insight on how to do it on this vehicle. So also, we're going to show you that we have no check engine light and we have no overdrive light on the dash. So we just have our seatbelt because we're not wearing a seatbelt. The door is open and the emergency brake is on. So yeah, guys, it was actually not that bad. Taking all this apart was not all that difficult. You actually didn't need to take the button off the old OEM gear shift knob. So as you can see, there's a part of it right there. But anyway, guys, enough rambling on. I hope this video helped you guys, or helps anybody out there that wants to replace their old gear shift knob that has the OEM overdrive button on it. You don't need it. So yeah, guys, hope you liked this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if you didn't like it, let me know that as well. If you would like to be notified when I put out another video, make sure to hit that bell notification. Also, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm slowly but surely growing. I'm enjoying these videos. Hopefully, by the time you see this video, you've already seen my other video, and you know that I announced that my wife and I are expecting a baby boy. I'm super excited, super happy for that, guys. I can't wait. So stay with us. Watch this channel grow. Watch me grow. Watch our family grow. And yeah, guys, so hit that subscribe button. So as always, guys, have a good one.